Right, so here's the story. Technically, I'm at work, I'm signed on, working from home. Everybody and their mother's out of the office right now, so I've got literally nothing going on and nothing to do. So, guess what? Here I am, and for the benefit of a couple friends that are having a baby in the very near future, I'm going to do a little bit of edutainment just for their benefit of interest. In the series I'm focusing on today will be Reader Rabbit. So here we have your basic phonics and words and picture matchups for that early childhood skill. The games available go like this on the first game. So look up in that top center panel right there. You want words that begin with the letter N, and you want to get to them fairly quickly, as you just saw. Get it right, you get a carrot. Put a wrong word in there, you get a miss. Put a right word in the trash, you get a miss. Run out of time in making a choice, it goes in the trash, and if it happens to be wrong, or if it happens to be right, rather, you get a miss. Now, if you run out of time and it's wrong, it'll just go in the trash. So your active decision has to be to put it in. Pretty easy, but obviously this is meant for early childhood. Get all 5 right. Come on now. And you get a little dance. You can change the skill level before you get started. Oh, that's actually kind of funny. Look at the word being spelled out there. So it'll pick randomly for you, it looks like. If you pick the exclamation point. So it's a simple match the rule game. Alright, so the skill level dictates how quickly you have to decide to put a word in. Level 3, it looks like you've only got about a second. Still not supremely difficult. You've got 3 seconds at level 2. And it looks like you've got 5 seconds at level 1. Yeah, about 5.5. Either way, just starting out, you get a lot of time. So if you want anything even resembling a challenge, do level 3. The second game is the labeler. Category is containers, and you're given lid, bag, and keg. So here's the deal. You're given the pictures. First letters are represented by yellow, second by green, third by purple. You'll be told if you're wrong. If you make any mistakes, you'll get play again. Don't make any mistakes and you'll get that animation. Third game is the word train. You can get instructions for anything by hitting the question mark. Let's actually take a quick peek at those. I mean, I've been using the right arrow key and the down arrow key for the sorter. So yeah, there's a few controls with which you can do anything. So the word train, the idea is to find a word that has exactly one letter change from the word before it. If you make a mistake, it'll tell you and you'll only get the partial train. That's all there is to that one. And finally, the matchup games. Simply a memory match. So game number 4, if I was paying any attention to the menu, would be picture to picture. Cot. Van. Tag. Pin. 6. 10. We deal entirely in 3-letter words in this game. Plenty of material here too. So here's the deal with the second game, number 5. It's word to picture. Two pictures will fail. 2 words will fail. I can't imagine there being a special animation for not missing at all. Because let's be fair, that is almost impossible. Number 6 is harder. This time you go by starting letter. P for peg, H for hat, R for rod, W for wig, H for hem, and B for bat. And you can see by the rest what you have to look forward to. Middle letter, last letter, and word for word. That's the first game. Pretty simple. Next up comes the sequel. Aptly named Reader Rabbit 2. Bit of a step up. Looks more like a Super Solvers game in style now. Here are the games that you can choose from. We'll start. Well, we'll start with a little exploration of functions. There are 4 levels for each game. See if we can document the differences among them. Wordville. Start off in the word mine. Volume's pretty soft here. I'm going to raise it on OBS here. So we are to match a picture with a compound word. Arrow keys do not seem to work, so we're going to have to mouse it. Plays and sounds a lot like Spellbound. Why not? Let's see what fun we can have here. A knob paper. After a very short while, you start to get repeats. Build words that begin with two-letter blends. So, bling. Well, bling is, by the way, but blue, bless, blame. They really didn't take bling. Level 3, words ending with two-letter blends. Rich, beach, much. So that could potentially proceed much faster. Finally, type letters to complete words. Yeah, this is more for the benefit of a couple I know that's having a little boy in the near future. And also the fact that I have absolutely nothing going on at work because everybody's out of the office. So here I am. Type 3 letters to make a blend word. This time you're given no help, it would seem, so I'm guessing you have to pay attention to what came on the first 3 levels. Is there a word list somewhere? I wonder if it has a full dictionary in. Sure seems like it. Good. I think we get the idea, and it seems like it's got a good list. That's good news. Yeah, a couple of these were intentional misses, so whatever. So that's word mine. The next game is Vowel Pond. And again, 4 levels. Level 1, short vowel sounds. A mistaken catch will get you a dirty look. Essentially, this is a variant of the sorter game from Reader Rabbit 1. Good. And without going too much more into that, do the same with long vowels, combination, or a sort. I expect the sort will look a teeny bit different. Yeah, the arrow keys, again, are completely worthless, it looks like. Liap. Sheep. I know I missed a shorty. Field. Oh, look at that. It gives you a double bonus for it. Long or short should still be a single bucket. Yep. That is Valpond. Third game is Match Patch. Words that end the same, or more succinctly, rhymes. So that's a variant of the memory match games. Opposites, homonyms, harder rhymes. So homonyms being words that spell differently but sound the same. Opposites or antonyms. Non-lookalike rhymes. Trade made. That's what I wanted. Beat your meat. Haha. Yes, dear. Glad they don't keep track of memory percentage. Finally, the alphabet dance. Line up the animals in ABC order. So a try is registered when you've got them all up. You'll keep what's in sequence and lose what's not as you go. Harder first letter ordering, second letter ordering, and first and second letter ordering. So the whole thing is an exercise in alphabetical order. Let's see what it looks like clearing the last game at the last level. Hubba hubba, Harry. Just a couple more. Well, I'm not going to load an entire cart for it. Those are the 4 games. And that's Rita Rabbit 2. Ah, but they went on. They came up with Rita Rabbit 3. Bring this down a touch. Doesn't need to be quite as high. Yeah, they sure did. And it still looks like a common Super Solvers game, which is good. I always found that to be a wonderful style of learning. Right in the era, too, of the later games. Gizmos and Gadgets wasn't too long past that, and that was one of the best. So now, we're out to be a newspaper reporter. Pretty neat little intro concept here. Show you exactly what you have to look forward to. Five games this time, and much like last time, they're in sequence. So we'll begin with, what's the scoop? No, the other two didn't exactly explain their story. You kind of had to gauge them from what you were doing. Doesn't take away from the edutainment factor of either of them, though. Choose the sentence part that tells what the phrase is. So, hopefully you're paying attention to the intro here. At 9 o'clock is a when. Got wet. Did what? Once upon a time. When? Her father is a who lives in Whoville. The trucks is a what? Several whats, actually. And so it goes. And just like last time, there are 4 difficulty levels for each game. Harder words with the new sentence part of how, harder words with the new sentence part of why. So let's see if going to level 4 gives us 6 people at computers. Nope, just 4. Why? Because she likes oatmeal. Dreadfully, anything adverb is more than likely a how. How did you do it? Seriously? Seriously? Seriously. During the speech, relative to time. And when on Valentine's Day is again a time. And that is what's the scoop. Moving on down the Golden Road. Game number 2 is Clue Hounds. Flying high with your tie in the sky. So we're given a decoder, much like we have in Spellbound. Phrase that matches the sentence part. Find the who and what. The who and what would be Carmelita Cat. What happens if you choose wrong? They'll tell you. So there's an extra element to this. Someone put a ladder against the tree. Let me read that again. Someone put a ladder against the tree. Carmelita climbed to the ground right away. Maybe I'm dumb. Unless the firefighter getup is not a gimmick. Well, a firefighter would be most likely to carry a ladder. Interesting. Now, what happens if we get it wrong? Who and what? The rain, what? Walked. Slipped. Lost his keys. Made him new keys. I suppose the keysmith would be the right guy. Not bad. So the levels this time look exactly the same as they do back at the newsroom. So I don't think we need to demonstrate that further. Game 3 is Sneak Peek. Okay, so we're given 3 choices, it looks like. Okay. So we have to pick the one that has this sentence order. 2 of them start with a who, what, which is Dolly Duck. And the third sentence contains a did what, an action. And as with all good edutainment, it tells you. The dolphin swam. So you also want to pay attention to the sentences that you're selecting. Because for number 5, it's going to ask you for a moral. Or just knowledge of basic sentence structure will help you with this. Very much like Dolphin, Douglas, and Dolly. Douglas and Dolly, dolphins very much like. I don't have a good enough Yoda to pull off that third one, so let's just go with the first. Oh, here's an interesting feature. I see. So there's some good incentives. Again, same level structure. I'm not going to spoil everything for the little guy here. Game 4. Edwards. Edward? You numbnut, get off there. Oh, ad-libbing, huh? Yeah, the bunny was sitting on a naked bar getting bounced around with almost no harness. So there's certain creativity to be had in this game. I very much enjoy that. And as much as I would really love to do what I would normally do in a situation like this, I'm going to keep it light and fluffy for the purpose that I'm doing this. You wouldn't be saying that if I really went with this. Same structure. I seem to be having some real signal fluctuation here. Fortunately, this isn't that intensive. Final game is the printing press. And it doesn't look like this is even a game. Oh, there's some definite tie-in potential here, and I really enjoy that. So what happens if we go to the printing press with no material? Oh, I see. Yeah, but the only ones that I'm going to cover are the ones that I myself had on DOS. All right. So that's Reader Rabbit 3. There's another entry I'm going to cover. In the same vein as 2 and 3. And this one's called Reader Rabbit's Ready for Letters. Looking at the year it was released, we are looking at Reader Rabbit 2.5, roughly. 2 was released in 91, 3 in 93. So we can move around and get different subsets of things, it looks like. Probably, but I myself never did very much with it. Animated scenes. Let's see the one off to the left and do the center one last. Neat. Ain't no way an outhouse looks this good. But we'll get back to that. Oh, I see. Yep, so up there's the bedroom. This is probably the kitchen.
Ice cream.
And this is probably the living room. Good, so now that we know how those interact, let's go one by one. What's in the kitchen? Where would you find ice cream? Naturally, in a freezer.
Apple.
I mean, I put my apples in the fridge, but okay.
Chocolate sauce.
The Treasure Mountain Poof.
Ice cream.
Not much of a menu selection this time around. So it doesn't look like this game is quite as formal as the others. What's in the bedroom? It's true, it doesn't. I mean, coming from a family of educators, I do really appreciate having that structure of grading. That's just me. Now, how about the outhouse? Very finished.
S.
I just saw that, didn't I? Well then.
Grandma is on the clubhouse. Grandma is on the clubhouse. Grandpa is under the cloud. Grandpa is under the cloud. I am in the tent. I am in the tent. I am under the bridge.
Find the shape which is most like this one.
No, I didn't find a game in the bedroom. There must be one somewhere. Well, in theory, anyway, I guess. Yeah, maybe there's not a game at all. But I'll leave that for the little peanut to explore. So that's what came in between 2 and 3. Now, even though my signal's starting to get really shitty, it is DOS. Won't require much. So, let's go on. Is this also a Rita Rabbit thing? Not quite, but you know what? It sits by itself. Let's call it bonus material. So this is the precursor to the Reading Blaster series. Came from the same group, Davidson.
Which one is the same? Which one is the same? Which one is different? Which one is different?
This is the exact game, I believe.
Try again.
Whoops. Exact game that my mother had in her classroom the first year that I joined her there. Or rather, I was off from school myself and was brought in to help. Also, the voice is very easily recognizable as Dr. Spatzo, which is the program that the Sound Blaster folks at Creative Labs came up with when they were developing the engine.
One desktop. Film. One desktop.
Oh, there's a bait and switch for you. I guess the clown is just the mascot here. Oh, that took me some time. I'm losing my mind here. So same, different, and what does not belong.
A. Apple. A. B. Bus. B. C. Cat.
I'm not going to go through the whole alphabet.
R. R. I. I.
So it sounds like they broke up. I've been working on the railroad.
V. C.
Bum-ba-da-da-da-da-da.
C. D.
You need 4 more past that in order to get the whole song. But there's your incentive, little guy. Alphabetical sequence. Find the next letter.
J. K. L. M. Try again. V. W. X. Y. C. D. E. F.
Pretty impressive, isn't it?
E. F. G. H.
Phonics.
Fan. Fan. Cake. Cake. Rock. Rock. Pig. Pig. Nest. Fork. Fork. Cup. Cup. Wig. Wig. Hat. Hat. Bus. What rhymes? Sun. Sun. Fun. What rhymes? Cat. Cat.
Fat cat.
Goat.
In case there's any bonus novelty, let's keep it there. And words.
The baby has a new pin. Pin. Please put the ring away.
There's a reason I'm not going too far myself with this until there is an actual child to teach with this.
Ring. She lives in the igloo. Igloo. See the moon in the sky. The rope is very long. Rope. Drink water from the glass.
Please turn the sun on. That's an interesting commentary.
Please turn the lamp on.
Look at the 2-man.
Look at the 2 mice.
Alright, one more try just for posterity. Well, certain objectives I have to behave for. But don't worry. When we're back over on Kuro's channel Wednesday, I'm going to be back to my normal profane self.
I can hear the truck bark.
Now, Reader Rabbit didn't just do reading games. Matter of fact, Reader Rabbit didn't even start with reading games. What it started with was math games. I mean, again, remember, I'm doing this for the benefit of a young child. Most of the time, I'm not. That's the big difference. Yep. So where Reader Rabbit first came out in 1989, we're looking at 1986. Predating even myself. And I do believe I'm going to have to slow down the frame rate just a tiny bit for this one. So let's do that right now. Ordinarily, DOSBox plays at 3,000 cycles. I'm going to do this at 481 and see if it makes the animation normal. 4 levels. May just be a single linear thing, I don't know. Let's see. Or maybe the different levels have different games. Let's see real quick. Nah, not by the looks of it. Alright, well, let's demonstrate. As well as the difficulties, it looks like there are a lot of game choices here. So that's the G flat major scale. Not really a legitimate tune. Are you kidding? I'm as illiterate as they come. Yeah, let's go all the way. Very interesting that they decided to give the start of Yankee Doodle. Alright, so what's game 2 look like? Is this a variant of the sorter? Yep, looks like it. Drop them into the pool if they don't equal. Shove them into the conveyor if they do. Don't do some shit like that. Or that. Now, like in Reader Rabbit, if you want to see some acrobatics. I just realized I may have been cussing for the last minute or so. Ah well, this is bonus material anyway. Game 3 is... Oh, this is where the train game came from, it looks like. And it looks like it doubles over as pattern recognition. Pretty good. Does that change on level 1? Looks like just smaller numbers. And this will be memory match. So it looks like the first time you find a problem card, it has you complete. Not bad. Finally, 7 years later, the same year that they released Reader Rabbit 3, they redid Math Rabbit.
Welcome to the greatest math show on Earth.
Yep, there are prizes in that final game. Although I did not see that they had any legitimate use or animation to go with them. It's kind of saddening, really, but oh well.
sign in or choose a name.
And speaking of prizes, they'll be much more prevalent here. I mean, I guess. So there's 4 games and a prize booth.
Please pick a level.
So we saw the Oregon game just a few minutes ago.
Use the arrow keys to count.
Alright, so instead of G flat major scale, they did D flat major scale. Just to hear the whole thing, let's do this.
Hooray! You won a prize ticket.
And being that it is the learning company, it sounds very much like Treasure Math Storm.
Toss correct answers to the elephant. Drop incorrect answers into the pool.
Barrels.
3.
Yep, so this is the sorter game that we saw. Only this time we've got barrels. Oh, now I see it. It's a count as opposed to mathematical equationing.
Nice try.
Why even go to the effort of swinging then?
Hooray! You won a prize ticket. Nice job.
And the pattern game.
Now, Math Rabbit. 5 plus 1 equals 6. 6 plus 1 equals 7.
So again, we're playing this at very basic level. And look at the big difference in number range from 2 to 3.
7 plus 1 equals 8. 8 plus 1 equals 9. 9 plus 1 equals 10. Hooray! you won a prize ticket. Spend tickets at the prize center. Nice job.
Dropped your balls, eh, Rabbit? Let's raise the level and see if it gets us more tickets.
And now, Math Rabbit. 86 minus 3 equals 83. 83 minus 3 equals 80. 80 minus 3 equals 77. 77 minus 3 equals 74. 74 minus 3 equals 71. Good job.
That still only gets you one. Not very much incentive related to tickets, is there? Well, in that case,
Pop a balloon to make a match.
memory match.
9, 7, 9, 2, 2, 7, 5. Hooray! You won a prize ticket. Nice job.
And finally, maybe these prizes will be more impressive. So what do we got? We have one of the little starfish from Treasure Cove. I don't see anything else that is a cameo aside from maybe treasures from either Mountain or Math Storm. Oh, hey, let's get the girls. We like girls. Now, do the prizes replenish? Sure do. And they rotate too. I wonder if it's possible to collect every prize or if there are repeats abound. But that's not for me to go into here. Alright, is there anything else along the Rita Rabbit path? I'm not sure that there is. At least not in the collection that I'm looking to do. Nope, indeed not. And it appears my frame rate is getting worse and worse. I'm sure that's noticeable out there on the stream. But yeah, I suppose I ought to finish my workday and go do something else for a while. So, thanks for watching, those of you out there. And to my friends and the baby, I hope this helps you guys. And with that, I'll see y'all sometime later. See ya.